Tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rode down. I was younger then.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video on this look. It's just a really casual kind of get ready with me that's not really get ready with me, but I've just done my hair and my makeup pretty much is what I usually do for if I'm going out with friends for dinner, and it's not really that fancy, but I've just done this eye look today. So yeah, it's just kind of pink eye, a bit dark in the corners and inner highlight, just something dead simple, nothing too complex. So if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and if you want to see how we get this look, keep on watching. Hello, so I know I've been gone for a wee while, there's been lots of stuff happening, but just keep an eye out for an update on my life kind of video thing, and I'll explain everything that's been happening in that video, but I thought I would just get back to filming. So the first thing we're going to take is my Picture Perfect Day moisturiser, just usual skincare that I've done in the previous video. So if you want to get a wee insight of all the products I use throughout my skincare, I'll leave the link to the other makeup tutorial down below, and you can go ahead and watch that one instead.
Cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We were just sunset over the castle on the hill. I'm on my way. I still remember these old country lanes when we did not know the answers, and I missed the way you made me feel. It's real. We were just sunset over.
So what we're going to take here is the Obsession Makeup Mixer. You're actually supposed to mix this in with your foundation to give it a kind of glowy look, but I actually just use it underneath my foundation instead of mixing it in. I found that when you do this it shows up a lot better, and plus I use a stick foundation, so I couldn't really mix it in with my foundation, but I tried both methods and I thought putting it under your foundation first was kind of the best outcome that it gave me.
I found my heart and broke it here, made friends and lost and through the years. I've not seen the roaring fields in so long. I know I've grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real.
So the next thing we're going to take here is the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Contour Cream Palette, and I'm just going to take the first two top shades, mix them about and use it as a base for my eyeshadow. I like this method. I think that sometimes I haven't quite found the right eyeshadow primer yet, just one that doesn't slide about my eyelids. So if you know any good recommendations, just leave them below and I'll have a look at a few, but I haven't really found any that I really like yet. So yeah, I just take a flat eyeshadow brush and just spread this all over my eyelid. I find that it's better just to drag it and then pat it in as well, and I also draw a line over the bridge of my nose just to line out where my eyebrows are going to meet, so it's easier later on when I go on to do my eyebrows.
To go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90
So the next thing we're going to take here is the NYX Fire palette. I absolutely love this palette. We're firstly just going to take this wee shade in the bottom corner. None of them don't really have names or numbered, but it's kind of just a blush colour, I would call it. And I'm just going to use this right in the crease there for my first layer of the shadow that I'll be using. I absolutely, like I said, love this palette. I'm pretty sure it wasn't expensive. I'm pretty sure I got it for my Christmas as well, off of my little sister. But this is so pigmented and it's so easy to work with. So I would definitely recommend this. I don't know if they actually still sell it anymore, but you can always go onto the Boots website and see if they've got anything there, or even the NYX website itself. But you can kind of be a wee bit messy with this, because we actually just kind of end up going all over the lid with this, because I was not planning on doing a makeup look. I just kind of was going to go with the flow and see what it turns out like. Now we're just going to take a bigger kind of fluffy brush and just go over this all and make sure it's so blended in and so seamless, or the best you can get it. I mean, like I said, I am in no way a makeup artist. I just kind of do this out of the fun of it, and practice makes perfect. So what I'm doing here, by no means am I trying to say I'm a makeup artist or whatever. I just kind of have a little bit of fun with it. So yeah, just kind of blend this out to how you fancy it, how you like it. If you like it a wee bit harsher, do it harsher. If you don't, blend it right in.
15 years old and smoking hand-rolled cigarettes, running from the law through the backfields and getting drunk.
Now we're just going to take some argan oil, just to prep the lips and let that oil sit into the lips for a little bit longer. You can literally use anything: lip balm, lip cream, lip oil, whatever you want to use. Just something that's going to help get the lips nice and smooth for your lipstick or lip gloss or whatever you're wanting to apply on top of that.
My friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel.
Now we're going to take this top right colour here from the same Fire palette. It's just basically the same colour, just a little bit darker, and we're just going to deepen the crease and the outer corner of the eye. This just gives it a wee bit of dimension and makes it look a little bit fuller than what it is. If you obviously wanted to have like quite a light eye, you can obviously skip this part out. I was just doing this because I was going out, so I thought it was kind of a nighttime look. And again, going back in with a big fluffy brush and just blending that out as well.
On the hill. When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. I was running from my brother and his friends. Tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain.
So the next shade we're going to take here is the black shade, and I just take the tiniest little amount on my brush, put a bit on both eyes, and the best way I've found to do this is just pat it on instead of like swiping it on, because it means you're not lifting as much product off the brush and you can use it on both eyes. I then just go back in with a big fluffy brush and blend it all in. I just put this on top of the darker colour because I felt like it wasn't giving me like as much oomph as I wanted it to be, so I just applied the black on top of that just to define that a little bit better. I'm going to take the collection, what is it? Is it collection? Yeah, it is. Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 01 Porcelain. I just use this to cut the eye look and make it look a wee bit sharper, and for covering under my eyes with all the nice dark circle I have. But I love this concealer. I'm pretty sure it's only a couple of £, but it honestly works so well on my skin, and I'm so happy they brought out a porcelain shade as well because I needed that.
Weekend jobs when we got paid, we'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to tiny.
Now we're going to be taking my favourite foundation ever. This is the Makeup Revolution. I'm pretty sure this is in shade 01, which I think is the lightest shade they do, and you literally do not need much at all. It's so high coverage, and I'm pretty sure it was only £5 for the stick. This covers my spots. I have quite bad acne and scars from my acne, so I need something that's going to cover them up, and I find this works so well, especially for a drugstore foundation.
It's real, we want to sunset over castle on the hill.
Now we're going to take the LA Girl HD Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain again, and just putting this under both my eyes and a little bit on my chin. I like this concealer just as much as I do the collection one, so it's just really your preference. However, I do feel like the collection one is a little bit more easier to blend and also is a little bit lighter, so it's again just what you prefer.
Found my heart and broke it here, made friends and lost and through the years. I've not seen the roaring fields in so long. I know I've grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to tiny dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real, we want to sunset over.
Now I'm just going to be taking Art Deco setting powder. I forgot to show the camera here the packaging and the name, but I'll leave a link down below if I can find it. If not, it's in my Beauty Bay haul, which I got in my summer bag as well, which is my very first video, so I'll link that down below if I can't find where it is on Beauty Bay, because I'm not sure if they sell it on Beauty Bay yet or if they have sold it somewhere else, but I'll definitely link down that video below so you can go and watch that.
Me back to when we found weekend jobs when we got paid. We'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight.
So again, we're going to go back into the Pro HD Cream Conceal palette by Makeup Revolution, and we're going to take the first 3 darker shades, and we're just going to apply it with a bigger stippling brush this time instead of using the smaller one first and then blending in with the bigger one. I wanted to try this out and see how I felt about it. I'm not really too sure how I liked it, but I do find out the results work better if I use the smaller one first and then went into the bigger one, just so I can actually get more precision in there, whereas the bigger brush, it just kind of like sweeps it on and it's a wee bit difficult to see where you're actually trying to blend. So yeah, I just do this and then I spend a bit of time just blending this all out.
These old country lights, when we did not know the answers, and I missed the way you made me feel. It's real, we want to sunset over castle.
We are now just going to go in with the Art Deco bronzing compact. This is in the shade medium, I think it is. I can't quite remember, but again, it is in my last makeup tutorial and my Beauty Bay haul, so if you want to watch either one of them, you'll find the shade names and that in there. But I just kind of use a angled shader brush and just kind of sweep this in the areas I've done my contour. This is a very, very, very light bronzer, so it doesn't really show up as dark as much. And then I just go back in with a bigger kind of angle brush and brush away all the powder that I baked under my eyes with, and kind of just blend that into the contour and the bronzing powder as well. So moving on to eyeliner now. I have two types of eyeliner here. I have a liquid eyeliner which I will use for the tops of my eyes and doing the cat eye, and then I also have a pencil eyeliner which I'm going to use for my under eye. The first one I'm going to just do is the cat eye, as this is kind of the most one that takes the concentration. So yeah, I'm just going to let you watch how I do this. I'm not a perfectionist, but I was quite happy with it in the end.
Take me back to when we found weekend jobs, when we got paid. We'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown. I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way and driving at 90 down those country.
We are now just going to take the smaller fluffy brush, and don't pick up any other product, just use whatever was left on there and create the under eye look with this. I just brush it right under there without, just make a mess basically. It's not supposed to be neat. Now moving on to my favourite bit ever, it is the highlighter. This is Ofra highlighter in the shade Pillow Talk. I am absolutely in love with this. I got this off of Beauty Bay in the sale for £14 I think it was, and oh my god, it was the best thing I've ever bought in my whole entire life.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg.
Going back in with a flat top eyeshadow brush, we're just going to pick up some of this highlighter and put it in the inner corners of our eyes. This just helps to brighten up the whole entire eye look, and I think it actually worked really well.
Take me back to when I found my heart and broke it here, made friends and lost and through.
We're now just going to take this Ico waterproof sports mascara. I got this also free in the goodie bag that I got from Beauty Bay, and I actually think it works really well. It doesn't really give you much length, but it just definitely spreads them out a lot, makes them look a lot wider, which I actually go for. I could be bored putting lashes on because they're too fiddly and I need to get the nick of them yet, but I think this worked really well with the eye look that I was going for it.
Running from the law through the backfields and getting drunk with my friends.
Now, you can also do your under eyelashes as well. I like doing my bottom lashes, but it's totally a preference as well. Do them or don't them, it's up to you. But we're now going to move on to our lips, and we're going to take this Jeffree Star Cosmetics Lip Ammunition, I think it's called. Anyways, it's in the shade Celebrity Skin. I freaking love this shade. I'm going to have to buy another one though because I'm running out quickly. So yeah, just apply this on the lips. I don't use lip liner, I think it's too fiddly, so I just apply it straight on. And we're just going to move on to the hair now, and you're going to see a wee time lapse of me doing hair because it takes too long to dry, so please enjoy.